Hello everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited computer review. Alright, so the first point that I have is the screen. So notice how you look at it from the wrong angle, it changes, I guess, visibility. So you see it gets darker. If you get it right, you can see it pretty well, and if you turn it down too low, it just looks bad. So as long as you get the angle right, it looks good. But it doesn't look very good if you turn it from the wrong angle. It's pretty good. I mean, for the laptop, that's how there's an actually good graphics card in here. Is I think they cut corners on the display, but you know, as long as there's at least an angle that I can get where it's a pretty good view, I'm happy. Second thing is the backlit keyboard. So you can really see the backlit keyboard there. So you can see how it dims, and then how it can turn off, and then go back to bright. And it's good for you know, playing / working at night, and you know, late night Sky Factory, late night, you know, Discord stuff where the light has to be off. And the next really cool thing is you press Win A, so Windows key A pulls up the Action Center. You can also pull it up in the bottom right corner right here. So see my mouse in the bottom right corner. This little thing called Nightlight. You turn that on, and it makes your screen go a bit yellow. It makes it so it's warmer colors. So if you're up late at night doing Sky Factory, like I said, and Discord stuff, you can go to sleep once you get off the computer and not take like an hour. Alright, so after Nightlight we have ports. So in terms of ports, on the side with the power adapter, we have right here the power adapter port, some fans. This is a USB right here. I use this for my microphone. This is a USB for my wireless mouse, and this is the headphone jack. This also works as a microphone jack and a couple other things too, but I mainly use it for my headphones. So here we go. So as you can see on this side we have the a lock port, which I'm gonna get one of soon, hopefully. I have my Ethernet port, HDMI for my monitor. Let's see what else. And then I have a USB port that is not normally in use, but I will use it for my Xbox controller for Rocket League. I can print stuff. I can use it for a bunch of other things. I believe this is also the powered port, so I plug something in here and the computer goes to sleep. It should stay charging if I plug my phone in, but it hasn't been lately, and I don't know what's wrong with it. And this is the SD/MMC port, card slot, you know, put stuff in there, and it works. And that's it in terms of ports. So next we have storage. This PC is, this computer is a terabyte. So yeah, this thing isn't gonna run out of storage for a little while. And if it is, I have some external hard drives I can use. So next up are the function keys. And on my last computer, there was an issue with function keys because they never did what I wanted them to do. So I can show you these up close here. So these function keys have dual purposes. So these function keys, I don't know if you can really see, but they have dual purposes. Like look at the F5 key, for example. It does play pause as well as F5. So in the bottom right corner, there is a little icon. You can't really see it, it's that little gray icon right there next to Twitch. And when basically that tells you if you're in multimedia mode or if you're in function mode. So if I press, there we go. So if I press function, which is this key, and escape, it'll change the mode so that now there's no, so I press it. This is multimedia mode. You see the little circle up in the upper right corner of the icon. Press it again, it goes to function mode. The circle goes away, and now if I were to press F5, it would reload a page as opposed to start my music, which is pretty great. So on the last computer, I could not do this. I was always in the multimedia mode, and that was kind of painful when you were trying to switch to, you know, F3 and F5 in Minecraft. So next up we have this fancy schmancy little numpad right here. And this is great for my hotkeys for stuff. So like in Twitch, if I need to mute myself, it's / deafen is that start recording, that start streaming. The only thing I don't like about the numpad is that you can't ever tell if numlock is on or not. And if you can, I have not figured it out yet. The next thing is the Dell Power Manager Lite. I click on the battery. Dell Power Manager Lite. It's the top icon, it's really cool. That pulls up Dell Power Manager Lite, which basically you can change the setting from standard use, which is switch, which basically you use it as a laptop, adaptive, lets Dell do it for you. Primarily AC is what I use. It's good for gamers because you never want to run out of battery, so you always keep your computer plugged in, which is what I do. So whenever I'm gaming, streaming, recording, anything, I always keep it plugged in. Like it's plugged in right now because there's a little blue light over here to the left. So that means it's plugged in, it's charging. I just finished using it on battery. The battery lasts a pretty long time. I'm actually kind of surprised. And the custom is, you know, you do your own thing where you set charging, stop charging, yeah. So that's Dell Power Manager. That's really useful. And next is the Dell customized Windows Mobility Center. So you've probably seen this before. You can also get to it by pressing Windows key X and then hitting B. So you can change your brightness right here. You can mute it or change your volume. Put my volume usually around 10 is where I play. It's on the Dell battery status, Dell battery thing, so it doesn't overcharge. I do have my monitor connected, and I have no sync partnerships. So here you can adjust the keyboard brightness, and this is where you tell the function key row. If you didn't want to look at the icon, you just click here. The icon will change, but you can kind of see right now it's a multimedia. If back to function, the icon changes. You can barely see it in the bottom right corner, but yeah. And then right now my touchpad is turned off, so if I zoom out, you look down at my touchpad, you see the mouse is right here. I'm using my wireless mouse. I move the touchpad. It's not a bad touchpad, it just doesn't move. So what I can do is I come up here, turn it on, and then now my touchpad works. So you can see my finger on the touchpad and it's moving. I usually like to keep this off because when you have WASD, sometimes your thumb slides onto the touchpad and you're on spacebar and it messes everything up. Not good for PvP, which is why I keep it off, and I usually keep whenever I'm gaming function keys up to function so I can do look behind me and trigger words and stuff. And then when I'm not, multimedia so I can adjust volume. Keyboard brightness I usually play on dim because I don't like it to be too bright because then it blinds me. Don't like it off either because then it's hard to find my WASD keys because they see them neatly outlined here. Thanks Dell. And yeah, touchpad is really only useful when you don't have a little wireless mouse. So yep, that's the Dell customized Windows Mobility Center. So next, with the computer you get a 1-year subscription to McAfee antivirus. That's pretty sweet because it usually costs a lot of money, and Dell's just like, here, have a year for free, enjoy. And I'm like, thank you. So that's, it's free, so hey, why not use it? And that's gonna conclude my computer review, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment below anything I missed, anything you have questions about, and you can check out all my videos, on my channel, and some in the right column below the screen and whatnot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.